This edition of the Ridley Report is brought to you by BikeAllTheWay.com.
Hands off, weeda claus, hands off, weeda claus, there's no criminal here. He grew some pot, so what? It's not as unsafe even as beer.
Well, I promised to make a special effort at covering Grafton, New Hampshire liberty activism. First, how about I start by reading you an essay written by one of the town's most colorful freedom activists.
I don't know. They won't let me vote. I'm not registered in their government. To be peaceful and refrain from the initiation of violence. First thing on the ballot is abolish all prohibition of substances. I would endorse the yes on that. I think that's a good ballot measure.
The Graftonite known as Evan has written an interesting article on freegrafton.com that I thought I should illustrate. He doesn't list the last name there, so I won't either. By way of background, Grafton is considered New Hampshire's freest town and thus one of the freest towns in America. Liberty activists, both political and anti-political, have been moving to the town, and there are about 40 of them there, despite the town's small size of 1,300. Evan writes this note discussing the non-political, outside-the-system activists who live in Grafton. From December 29, 2010, quote, "The following is an open letter to my Grafton neighbors. I'm not part of the Free State Project or the Free Town Project, as these are organizations whose stated goals are incompatible with my own. Nor am I the ally of any who seek to engage in political action or other forms of violence. In an attempt to reduce misunderstanding, I will attempt to clarify a bit about my intentions and those of my allies here in Free Grafton. We refuse to forge the chains that bind us. We're not trying to take over. We're not even trying to liberate you. We are just seceding as individuals. We are withdrawing our consent to be ruled over. This is not an invasion, it is a withdrawal. We are, in fact, ending our part in the war against you. We are withdrawing our support, both social and financial, of a system that enforces participation in systematic acts of aggression against peaceful people. By not paying taxes, we are acting on our intent to allow you to live your lives as you see fit, by refusing to pay for your continued enslavement. We refuse to forge the chains that bind you. And for this, we will be mocked, slandered, and attacked. We will be assaulted, kidnapped, caged. For daring to build a society based on peaceful, voluntary interaction, for daring to assert our individual sovereignty, that which is the right of every human being on this earth, we will be attacked. We will respond with non-violent resistance, non-cooperation, non-compliance. Our desired ends are peace, liberty, and justice. In order to achieve them, we must use just and peaceful means, and allow for others the liberty we demand for ourselves. If you too desire peace, liberty, and justice, then you may feel inclined to help us. You can do this by refusing to forge the chains of your fellow human beings. You can do this by ceasing to fund the state, knowing that they will use that money to harm people. You can do this by working with your neighbors to find voluntary alternatives to state services. Chalking the federal compound in Concord, New Hampshire. You can do this by openly declaring your personal independence from the Union and from all organizations to which you do not explicitly consent. These things will not be easy, nor will they be quick, nor simple, nor painless. But if you choose to assert your individual sovereignty, you will not stand alone, and together we will be free." Unquote.
Here, my buddy, he's leaving me.
Do you remember the gay Arab anarchist?
Yes.
Well, even if you're just pretending to remember him, he remembers you. Or maybe he doesn't. But in any case, he's doing something for you. He's biking across America for liberty.
Wow.
If he's doing that for you, surely you can do something for him. Visit his website, BikeAllTheWay.com. He'll be uploading a lot of videos from New Hampshire to Florida and Florida to California, or something like that. BikeAllTheWay.com